The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 45-minute time limit. Introducing first from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, weighing in at 216 pounds, Austin Aries. And his opponent from Tijuana, Mexico, weighing in at 185 pounds, he is the generic luchador, Generico!
El Generico taking on Austin Aries in the big semi-main event singles match contest. And El Generico doffing his proverbial cap as the PWG commissioner and my commentary partner, Dino Winwood.
He's a good guy.
I'm renewed now that I have some beverage here in front of me.
Some delicious golden rain. Beer.
I was fading fast before intermission, but after the interval, the break that does not exist on DVD, I am refreshed, revitalized, as it were, and prepared to call the rest of the action for you for the rest of the evening with vim and vigor. Dino Winwood.
Beer.
The fans split down the middle, 50-50, half the crowd behind the generic luchador El Generico, half the crowd behind Austin Aries. Nothing generic about Austin Aries.
Half orange, half green, 50-50.
That's right, Austin Aries. Right down the middle. Match very slowly getting underway.
Oh, thank you.
Dino Winwood receiving a pitcher for his trouble. We've got, wow, look at that.
Made in Britain.
Nigel Jr. there. We've got people approaching us at the commentary table. This is unorthodox, as we have got a match underway. We are hard at work here. We are hard at work, Dino Winwood. Dino, we are hard at work. And now, Austin Aries on the receiving end of a hammerlock from El Generico. Aries trying to fight his way up from it. Rolls through, Aries captures him, got the legs wrapped around El Generico's head, and claps the feet together. Austin Aries kips up, lands on his feet. Generico takes Aries down with an arm drag. A second arm drag takes Aries down again. Leg lariat for the trifecta, the triple crown, and Austin Aries retreats to the corner as El Generico on his feet, raring to go. Oh. Winwood imbibing quite a bit of golden rain here.
Golden rain.
And to show respect between the two men, great sportsmanship here. Reminiscent of the match we just saw earlier, Davey Richards taking on Brandon Bonham, voting Bonham. And great respect paid to Bonham by Davey Richards after the matchup. And Davey Richards really laid it out. His story here in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, his rise to the top is very reminiscent of what is occurring right now with Brandon Bonham. Ooh, big shoulder tackle from Austin Aries. If only Brandon Bonham could find himself a super dragon to team up with.
And if you missed that match, you should probably rewind.
That's right. Skip back a chapter. And now Aries going for the sunset flip. But Generico rolls through, and now he's got him in the front chancery. Goes to drive those knees into the face of El Generico. Those knees that we saw bust up the face of Jay Briscoe last month. The knees that very nearly put the end to the match with Davey Richards at DDT4, but has Austin Aries well scouted by El Generico as he escapes out of the ring, breaks the front chancery, and goes out under the bottom rope. Winwood, El Generico, he is an athlete. He does not drink beer, and his body is a temple. Is an ancient Mayan temple, the type you would find in Oaxaca. But
is that near Busch Gardens?
Another show of respect. There used to be a Busch Gardens here in the valley.
Yeah, those are the glory days.
Closed in the late 70s. My parents actually went out there. They're honeymoon there.
My folks are there.
Really? Now back in the beer drinkers. Back in the we used to have an aviary there, but Austin Aries not letting Generico fly. He knocks him down with that shoulder tackle. Generico onto his back. Generico goes for the trip. Aries up and over. Generico leapfrogs up and over the top. Goes for the clothesline. Oh! Telegraphed it and ate a drop kick to the face. Generico, he's got the engine primed. Goes up, reverses, lands on his feet, faked out Austin Aries and faked out the greater portion of the crowd here in attendance tonight in Reseda.
That looked so cool.
It did look cool, Dino Winwood. It was very effective wrestling and very effective
psyching out.
Dive fake, yes, psyching out by El Generico, the generic luchador. Generic luchador. Kevin, I could not agree more. Generic Luchador, a bit of a misnomer. Oh! El Generico suckered in by Austin Aries. And a clubbing blow to the back, catching him across. Oh, now Austin Aries, bit of an FU to El Generico.
He doesn't even know what that means.
El Generico breaks free. He's got that left arm of Aries captured. Sweeps out the leg. And now Austin Aries up to the top. Big sledge off the top rope, double sledge.
Oh, yeah.
Hits Generico right on the crown of the head.
It's supposed to be cool and refreshing, but it's just making me sweat more.
Frothy beverage. Austin Aries loving blows to across the shoulder blades. And now a repeat of the elbow across the shoulder blades, catching El Generico down. Caught him unaware.
Athlete, huh?
Oh, Austin Aries taking a sip.
Apparently he's half angel.
Austin Aries. Oh! Running knee to the side of the head of El Generico. Caught him on the exclamation point on the mask, and that was an exclamation point from Austin Aries on El Generico.
Austin Aries likes a different type of beer.
Up and over the top.
Letting that be known right now.
The elbow goes across the shoulder blades of El Generico. Hook of the leg, 2 count only from referee Patrick Hernandez. Junior, senior official here at Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. I apologize once again for confusing him with Tony Roma, the junior
Western Bacon.
Junior referee here in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. Now, El Generico in the center of the ring on the receiving end of the sleeper hold by El Generico, fighting up to his feet, elbows to the midsection of Aries. Breaking free, Generico's full-headed steam kitchen sink finds its mark. And Generico, he couldn't flip through. You saw his heels actually clip the bottom rope, preventing him from flipping through on the kitchen sink. And so all his momentum, he just came down on his midsection, just further driving the wind out of the lungs of El Generico.
With that kitchen sink there, and now he just has to hit him with everything else, and this could spell the end for Generico.
Just very well could. If Austin Aries has things well in hand, fans, I'd like to remind you to visit ProWrestlingGuerrilla.com to catch up on all the latest DVD releases, including PWG sells out the best of Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. 9 hours, 3 discs long, a great collection.
And a great price.
Great collection and a great price. Only $14.99 for all 9 hours. The PWG sells out, available for pre-order, or perhaps by the time this comes out, available now on www.ProWrestlingGuerrilla.com.
Who loves you? Huh? Seriously, who loves you more than
Loves you, baby. Telly Savaal is rolling over in his grave as we just steal his catchphrase.
For the Richard Dawson from The Running Man. Who loves you and who do you love?
Did you ever read the book Running Man?
It's good.
Yeah, a lot more interesting than the movie.
I can see me thinking right.
That's right, Richard Bachman. And now Austin Aries picking Generico back up to his feet in the corner. Generico, you can see fighting for a grip, trying to prevent any more damage from being inflicted in his midsection by Austin Aries. After that kitchen sink was the single thread that Generico pulled that started to unravel the magic carpet. That is El Generico.
You're such a visualist.
Oh, look at that running knee to the midsection. And you can see Generico clutching that bread basket, clutching that tortilla basket, excuse me, as he kicks out at 2. I didn't think naan was big in Mexico.
There's such thing as Mexicans.
They have a non policy in Mexico. You get it?
I don't want to.
2 words that sound the same. Yeah. Very different. There we see Aries driving those knees into the upper body of El Generico. Perhaps a precursor of what he could have in store. Generico caught him off guard with that hard elbow. Looked like Aries was looking for that knee lift. Generico fighting back. He got Aries in the corner. Aries reverses. Generico goes in.
Caught him with that elbow.
Aries eats a boot as he chased in after El Generico. Springs up and off the top. Compact fluorescent cross body. Nobody home, Dino Winwood.
He's taking out the balls of this building there, that disco ball in there.
2 count only as El Generico kicks out. Now back into the front chancery. Austin Aries driving that knee into the forehead of El Generico, using his thigh, catching El Generico across the bridge of the nose, brings him back up to a vertical position. Now looking for that brainbuster. These 2 men both favor the brainbuster, Dino Winwood, so we could have a dueling finishers situation here later on.
So many B's that you just used right now.
Now, brainy brawler El Generico bounces.
Big, beautiful birthday bash. Balls. baby.
Generico.
Oh!
Tijuana moonsault. Catches him springing off of his the back of his hamstring, crashing down on Austin Aries on the floor.
There's no bees in there. It's kind of...
It bumps you a little.
Oh, thank you. That made up for it.
Now Patrick Hernandez administering the 20 count on the floor, trying to get both men back into the ring, but they do have their fair share of time to get the action going. El Generico, you can see, still clutching at midsection. Could be some damage to his ribs, like there is damage to the ribs of Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Tag Team Champion Roderick Strong. Unable to compete tonight, lost to tooth last night, cracked a rib, perhaps cracked 2 ribs. Was in no condition to take a 6 hour. There we see the compact fluorescent crossbody. 1, 2.
No!
Most of 3 count. Was in no condition to take a 6-hour plane trip, let alone defend the titles tonight against Chris Hero and Necro Butcher. So Necro Butcher, Chris Hero, and Jack Evans will meet in the #1 contenders matchup here later on tonight this evening. A match made by Dino Winwood earlier, and now Aries brings Generico down to the mat. A little bit of the ground and pound, but Generico caught the leg, reverses, blue thunder bomb, drops him down 2. No! Very nearly a 3 count from El Generico, but Austin Aries kicking out at 2.
Generico trying to get a little bit more jumping bean in him. John.
You know, they used to sell those at 7-Eleven. Remember that?
Yeah, actually. It kept me entertained for like hours
and hours.
Like, how are they doing?
You know what that is? That's Nintendo for Mexican school children.
It's true.
El Generico going for the brain buster, but Austin Aries backs him into the corner. This is one move that he has well scouted because it's one move that he loves to do. He loves to finish his opponents off with.
That's how he goes to bed.
Oh! Almost like a haluva kick. And now Aries brought up, goes behind El Generico. Into the ropes. O'Connor roll. 1, 2.
No.
Generico breaks free. Oh! Running knee catches Generico right between the eyes. Front chancery. Knees to the face. Generico on the receiving end of those knees from Austin Aries. Bridging over. He is cranking back on El Generico. In the center of the ring, Generico with nowhere to go. Dino Winwood, this could spell disaster for the former Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Tag Team Champion, for the former Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Champion. El Generico with nowhere to go. Austin Aries, though, breaks the hold only to inflict more punishment, only to drive more knees into the cranium of El Generico. Generico, though, drapes his bottom foot on the bottom, or drapes his foot on the bottom rope. Austin Aries didn't see it. Thankfully, he broke free after Patrick Hernandez notified him of the rope break.
Busy hammering his head in. He nailed him so close to the ropes.
Just El Generico on the receiving end of some relentless punishment from Austin Aries.
Aries cleaning that neck.
Austin Aries calling for the brain buster, and after El Generico just ate about 25 consecutive knees, I would say that was about the last thing that the doctor would order for the generic luchador.
2 Baker's done. And a parking lot.
Generico goes up. You can see kicking his legs. He's fighting and countering the brain buster. If anybody knows how to do it, he would. Knee lift to the face. Generico, you can see staggered. Brought down off of his feet. 3 consecutive knees to the face. Generico, schoolboy, 1, 2. Austin Aries, though, kicks out. Oh! My headset flew off.
Yo, Jesus, Mary and Joseph. The force. Those kicks to the face.
You know, when my headset flew off.
I saw that.
But now El Generico, Tiger suplex 85. El Generico just drops Austin Aries down. He's stomping his feet. Mexican haluva kick down. Rolling elbow dance. Backdrop driver drops Generico down. Generico up to his feet. He is on spaghetti legs though. Aries drop kicked in the corner as El Generico is all strung up. Generico, the only thing keeping him on his feet is the top rope. Austin Aries, a left hand to the midsection, a second one, a third one. Just capitalizing on the damage that kitchen sink did earlier on in the matchup.
Going for it again. Oh my God! Brain buster!
Drops him down with the brain buster. 1, 2, 3. El Generico defeats Austin Aries with the haluva kick out of nowhere.
El Generico!
What an incredible matchup, Dino Winwood.
What an incredible beer!